Why is she the ugly child?
Because she's like a lot darker.
¿Cuál muñeco es bonito?
Now, so we saw black, all white, but now here's Hispanic children. All right, watch.
¿Cuál muñeco es feo? ¿Cuál muñeco es malo?
Ninguno.
¿Cuál muñeco es malo?
Este.
¿Y por qué?
Porque, bueno, este es moreno y este blanco.
¿Cuál muñeco es feo? ¿Por qué?
Porque a mí no me gusta el color café.
¿Cuál muñeco te gusta más?
Este.
¿Cuál muñeco es bueno?
Este.
¿Y por qué?
Porque no me dan miedo los güeros porque tengo más confianza con si los un poco más así como este. No tengo mucha confianza.
¿Cuál muñeco es malo? ¿Por qué?
No sé.
¿Cuál muñeco es feo?
Este. No sé, es que me parece que está un poquito, ¿cómo te diría? Más moreno y no se ve tan blanco. Y no tiene mucho aspecto.
¿Por qué el muñeco blanco es bueno?
Porque sus ojos son azules y todo su cuerpo es blanco.
¿Cuál muñeco es feo? ¿Por qué?
Porque está negro.
Now, can we be angry at these two?
Not at all.
Because they are being programmed. Okay? Right. Right? But now, let's see how much. All right, so I want you to see this because we got to really think about television and how things are done. I want you to see this show. I want you to see a clip from this show.
You can.
How many of you have seen this show before? Let's see. Oh, that's going. Fast forward just a little bit.
That's where you end up. With no respect. Training ships.
Fast forward just a little bit. I'm pretty sure y'all saw it. Did you see this before? All right. Yes, you did. Watch. I'm gonna show you that you saw this before.
Corned beef sandwich, what I brought home yesterday.
was from England. All right? And that's where they got the concept for Sanford and Son. But now notice what they did. They didn't want to have him a white junk man, poor, right? So they changed his color, made him black, because it was more befitting to us. They wanted to put us in that light. But the thing is that Norman Lear is the one that created this show. Okay, he created a lot of shows.
Jefferson.
Right? And he was responsible for a lot of programming. Good Times.
Good Times,
Yeah,
yep.
he did all those schools.
Right?
All
Right.
them ones.
Right? So the thing is that, like I said, the perception, they wanted to control your perception of black people. So they didn't want to have a poor white junk man in America. They had to make it a black, poor junk man.
Jefferson was a fellow.
Jefferson, yeah.
Jefferson too,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Jefferson came from
Archie Bunker,
Oh, yeah,
yep.
you right, yeah.
But now Archie Bunker, that was actually,
That was a good
it's
one.
another, but that was another show that he took from England. Yeah, he took, I forgot the title of it, but yeah. But now, what we have to do is understand this problem of racism. And I don't know how much time we got. Because I know we got a late start, but let's see if we can get through some of this piece real quick. All right? Say that again? Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot. I have some information to share. But the thing is, I like to do video presentations because a lot of people are visual. Right. Okay. And that's the way that you can get the children. Children want to sit there and read stuff, hear somebody just lecture. Put some video to it, a little more interactive. Okay. But I want you to see this because this is called a class divide. All right. But I want you to see some of this because I want you to. But this was what a teacher done.
When civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in 1968, grief and frustration erupted in America's cities. And far away in Iowa, one third-grade teacher knew she had to do something.
The shooting of Martin Luther King could not just be talked about and explained away. There was no way to explain this to low third graders in Riceville, Iowa. I knew that it was time to deal with this in a concrete way, not just talk about it, because we had talked about racism since the first day of school. This is a fact. Blue-eyed people are better than brown-eyed people.
It was a daring experiment in prejudice.
I watched wonderful, thoughtful children turn into nasty, vicious, discriminating little third graders.
Can one teacher in one day change the lives of her students forever? Tonight, a frontline classic, A Class Divided.
But now, let's go straight to the experiment. All right, but this is the reunion she's having with her kids later on. As
experience of her unique lesson in discrimination.
Okay.
This is a special week. Does anybody know what it is? National Brotherhood Week. What's brotherhood?
Be kind to your brothers. Be kind.
Okay, be kind to your brothers.
Like you would like to be treated.
Treat everyone the way you would like to be treated. Treat everyone as though he was your brother. And is there anyone in this United States that we do not treat as our brothers?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah.
The black people. Who else? Absolutely, the Indians. And when many people see a black person or a yellow person or a red person, what do they think?
Oh, look at that. Dumb people.
They look at the dumb people. What else do they think sometimes? What kinds of things do they say about black people?
Call them Negroes.
niggers. In the cities, many places in the United States, how are black people treated? How are Indians treated? How are people who are of a different color than we are treated?
Like they're part of this world. They don't get anything in this world.
Why is that?
Because they're different colors.
You think you know how I would feel to be judged by the color of your skin?
Yeah.
Do you think you do? No, I don't think you'd know how that felt unless you had been through it, would you? It might be interesting to judge people today by the color of their eyes. Would you like to try this?
Yeah.
Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Since I'm the teacher and I have blue eyes, I think maybe the blue-eyed people should be on top the first day.
Up here?
I mean, the blue-eyed people are the better people in this room. Oh, yes, they are. Blue-eyed people are smarter than brown-eyed people.
My dad isn't that stupid.
Is your dad brown-eyed?
Yeah.
One day you came to school and you told us that he kicked you.
He did.
Do you think a blue-eyed father would kick his son?
Yeah. My
dad's blue-eyed. He's never kicked me. Greg's dad is blue-eyed. He's never kicked him. Rex's dad is blue-eyed. He's never kicked him. This is a fact. Blue-eyed people are better than brown-eyed people. Are you brown-eyed or blue-eyed?
No.
Why are you shaking your head?
I don't know.
Are you sure that you're right? Why? What makes you so sure that you're right?
I don't know.
The blue-eyed people get 5 extra minutes of recess, while the brown-eyed people have to stay in. The brown-eyed people do not get to use the drinking fountain. You'll have to use the paper cups. You brown-eyed people are not to play with the blue-eyed people on the playground because you are not as good as blue-eyed people. Well, the brown-eyed people in this room today are going to wear collars so that we can tell from a distance what color your eyes are. On page 127. 127. Is everyone ready? Everyone but Laurie. Ready, Laurie? She's a brown-eyed. You'll begin to notice today that we spend a great deal of time waiting for brown-eyed people. The yardstick's gone. Well, okay. I don't see the yardstick, do you?
It's probably over there. Hey, Miss Knight, you better keep that on your desk so if the brown-eyed people get out of hand.
Did you hear what he said?
He said, keep going. Get out of hand.
He said you better keep that yardstick in hand. I mean, near, just in case some of those brown-eyed people get out of hand.
Oh! You think if the brown-eyed people get out of hand, that would be the thing to use? Who goes first to lunch? The blue-eyed people. No brown-eyed people go back for seconds. Blue-eyed people may go back for seconds. Brown-eyed people do not.
Brown-eyed.
Don't you know?
They're not smart.
But look at this little girl and how dejected she looks. Okay? Her self-esteem is gone. All right?
Is that the only reason?
It'll take too much.
It might take too much. Okay, quietly.
And it seemed like when we were down on the bottom, everything bad was happening to us. The way they treated you, you felt like you didn't even want to try to do anything. It seemed like Mrs. Elliott was taking our best friends away from us.
What happened at recess? Were 2 of you boys fighting?
Yeah, Russell and John.
What happened, John?
Russell called me names and I hit him in the gut.
What did he call you?
Brown eyes.
Listen, he called me brown-eyed. But this shows you that racism is really about power and privilege.
Right.
Okay? It's not that white man is the devil and all this stuff. No, because Allah tells us in the Quran that He has created us in different hues. Right? And that's a sign for those that can see. Okay? So this system uses this color thing to pit us against each other. Okay? All right. But now what? Because look how fast they even turned on other white people. Right? So it's about power and privilege.
You call him brown eyes?
They always call us that. Yeah, you know, all of the boys call us brown eyes. And they say, come here, brown eyes. And they were calling us blue eyes. I wasn't. Sandy and Donna were. Yeah.
What's wrong with being called brown eyes?
It means that we're stupid or no, not that. Oh, that's just the same way as other people call black people niggers. Yeah.
Is that the reason you hate him, John?
He ain't hesitating either.
Did it help? Did it stop him? Did it make you feel better inside?
After
Make you feel better inside? Did it make you feel better to call him brown eyes? Why do you suppose you call him brown eyes?
Probably because he has brown eyes.
Is that the only reason? He didn't call him brown eyes yesterday, and he had brown eyes yesterday. Didn't he?
Because we just started. Yeah, ever since you put those blue rings on there. Yeah, tease him. Kind of tease him.
Oh, is this teasing?
No. Well, he did it.
Were you doing it for fun, to be funny, or were you doing it to be mean? I don't know. Don't ask me. Did anyone laugh at you when you did it? I watched what had been marvelous, cooperative, wonderful, thoughtful children turn into nasty, vicious.
Now, what was the difference from them from the day before to this day? They were given power and privilege. Think about back when you were in school and the child was made a safety. Right? They had their safety belt. They thought they was a bomb, right? They could do stuff other people couldn't do. Right?
They became a captain.
Right. Okay. But now check this out. Because this gets very interesting because when you really think about it and you think about our children, watch.
Discriminating little third graders in a space of 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yesterday, I told you that brown-eyed people aren't as good as blue-eyed people. That wasn't true. I lied to you yesterday. The truth is that brown-eyed people are better than blue-eyed people. Russell, where are your glasses?
I forgot him.
Damn. Check that out. That was what he wanted to show off his eyes. Exactly. Because his self-esteem is shooting out the roof. Right? Because he's been given power and privilege. Okay, so he want to show off now.
You forgot them. And what color are your eyes?
Blue.
Susan Ginder has brown eyes. She didn't forget her glasses.
Yeah.
Russell Ring has blue eyes, and what about his glasses?
He forgot him.
He forgot them. Yesterday we were visiting, and Greg said, "Boy, I like to hit my little sister as hard as I can. That's fun." What does that tell you about blue-eyed people?
They're naughty. In fact, they fight a lot.
The brown-eyed people may take off their collars, and each of you may put your collar on a blue-eyed person. The brown-eyed people get 5 extra minutes of recess. You blue-eyed people...
And remember her the other day? Look at this big smile
she's
now.
smiling now.
Look how good she feels about herself, right?
are not allowed to be on the playground equipment at any time. You blue-eyed people are not to play with the brown-eyed people. Brown-eyed people are better than blue-eyed people. They're smarter than blue-eyed people. And if you don't believe it, look at Brian. Do blue-eyed people know how to sit in a chair? Very sad. very, very sad. So, who can tell me what contraction should be in the first sentence? Go to the board and write it, John. Come on, let's do it again. Loosen up. Up, up, up. Come on. That's better. Now, do you know how to make a W? Okay, write the contraction for we are. Now that's beautiful writing. Is that better?
Yeah.
Brown-eyed people learn fast, don't they?
Yeah.
Boy, do brown-eyed people learn fast. Very good. Greg, what did you do with that cup? Will you please go and get that cup and put your name on it and keep it at your desk? Blue-eyed people are wasteful. Okay, you want to be timed this morning?
Yeah. A.
I use Orton Gillingham Phonics. We used the card pack. And the children, the brown-eyed children, were in the low class the first day, and it took them 5.5 minutes to get through the card pack. The second day, it took them 2.5 minutes.
Now look at that. Their performance even increased. All right? So what happens to our children? Right? Beating them down. Right?
The only thing that had changed was the fact that now they were superior people.
I thought you were going to give me
You went back.
Because their perception was changed. Their perception of themselves was changed. They allowed somebody to control their perception of themselves. Okay.
Than I ever had anyone go through the card pack. Why couldn't you get them yesterday?
We were colors on.
You think the collars kept you?
I just keep thinking about those colors. Look at what I did. My eyes kept getting rolling around.
Oh, and you couldn't think as well with the collars on. 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
I know we weren't going to make it.
How long did it take you yesterday?
3 minutes.
3.
So their performance went down since being identified as the lower children. All right?
minutes. How long did it take you today?
4 minutes and 18 seconds.
What happened?
One down.
Why? What are you thinking of?
This.
I hate today.
How do you do? I hate too.
Because I'm blue-eyed.
See, I am too.
There's nothing, it's not funny, it's not fun, it's not pleasant. This is a filthy, nasty word called discrimination. We're treating people a certain way because they are different from the rest of us. Is that fair?
No.
Nothing fair about it. We didn't say this was going to be a fair day, did we?
No.
And it isn't. It's a horrid day. Okay, you ready? What did you people who are wearing blue collars now find out today?
I know what they felt like yesterday. I did too.
How did they feel yesterday?
Down. Like a dog on a leash. Yeah. It feels like you're chasing them up wherever you go. Into prison. Like you're chasing them up into prison. Like you're shutting up and you're throwing the key away.
Should the color of some other person's eyes have anything to do with how you treat them?
No.
All right, then should the color of their skin?
No.
Should you judge people
No.
by the color of their skin?
No.
You're going to say that today and this week and probably all the time you're in this room. You'll say, "No, Mrs. Elliott." Every time I ask that question.
No.
Then,
No, Mrs.
when you see a black man or an Indian or someone walking down the street, are you going to say, "Look at that silly looking thing"?
No.
Does it make any difference whether their skin is black or white?
No.
Or yellow?
No.
Or red?
No.
Is that how you decide whether people are good or bad?
No.
Is that what what makes people good or bad? No. Let's take these collars off.
Hey, don't stick yourself down there. No, you have to sort Mr. Elliott, you can
What would you like to do with them?
throw them away.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Mr. Elliott. Eat them. Don't eat them like great.
Now you know a little bit more than you knew at the beginning of this week.
Yes. A lot.
Do you know a little bit more than you wanted to?
Yes.
This isn't an easy way to learn this, is it?
No, Miss. Oh, well, you shut
Okay, now let's all sit down here together. Blue eyes and brown eyes. Does it make any difference what color you are?
No.
Down, girl.
Don't be gonna see you again.
Oh, you found your friend, huh? Now, you get that. Okay, you ready to listen up? Okay, now are you back? That feel better?
But look at how they had turned on each other. Okay?
Does the color of eyes that you have make any difference in the kind of person you are? Does that feel like being home again, girls?
This was the third time Jane.
And this is a microcosm of society. Okay? So I really want to finish this conversation, but I know, we've been here for a while. But I just want to show you, give me about 2 minutes. And just to bring this point home, okay?
Keep going if you choose to do.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep it going. Oh, let's keep it going. I got some stuff. Let me see. But I want you to see this because this is very, very important.
The Philadelphia Police Department has launched an investigation into an incident involving one of its officers after a video showing the officer strike a woman was posted on YouTube and happened during a Puerto Rican Day parade yesterday. Now keep an eye on the woman in a dark shirt on the left side of the screen. An officer in a white shirt appears to punch her in the face without warning. Should have told you how difficult that is to see. She's knocked down, then handcuffed. The video was posted this morning. A police department spokesperson says a full investigation is ongoing. He says it appears the woman threw water or something else in the direction of the officers right before he did that. The department's expected to make a decision later today on whether the officer will be placed on leave. The woman received a citation for disorderly conduct. We're going to stay on top of that story.
All right, y'all.
Tonight, exclusive video of a Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy hitting a man with his flashlight and putting his foot on that man's head. Tonight, that deputy is on leave after we shared this video with the department. Now we're getting a clearer picture of how the confrontation unfolded. KCRA3's Sharikina Shams talked to the Sheriff's Department, the man arrested, and the witness who captured it all.
This video shows a Sacramento County Sheriff's deputy standing over a man laying in the street. And then the officer forces the man's head against the ground with his foot and uses a flashlight to strike him repeatedly.
There are portions of that video clearly that cause me concern, and that is exactly what has caused the department to initiate the investigation to ensure that we get to the bottom of it.
But the Sheriff's Department also says this was one portion of a longer incident. Before the camera started rolling, they say the man was resisting arrest. In fact, the officer had also repeatedly used a taser and pepper spray.
let's face it, had the suspect complied with the officer's directives from the initial contact and beyond, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about this today.
Listen to this exchange once the officer has started to use the flashlight.
I'm trying to, let me up.